welcome to another My Little Podcast. We are your hosts. I am Bree. I'm here with my brother Bryson.
Hello.
My father Gary.
Hello.
And my mother Shelly.
Hi.
Today we're going to be talking about, well, we haven't been with you for a little while, so we're going to be talking about New Year's that just came.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
New Year's of happiness.
2021, super exciting. And we decided this year, instead of, although we do still have some resolutions or goals for this year that we want to do, I think we decided to do themes because we watched a video on themes for the year. We'll put that video in the description. Instead of like a resolution, you have a theme, and that's a little bit broader of a stroke.
Because like it can be very hard to train yourself not to do something, or as a resolution, resolution. It can be really hard to do it that kind of way. So you create a theme so that
So you can't fail.
You can't fail, basically.
Yeah.
So everything
like
you
it.
do inside the theme is part of the theme.
Right.
Especially if it's organic.
Yeah,
And you can always twist it to be part of the theme.
exactly.
I like
You
that.
never fail.
Yeah, it looks like a fail, but that's part of the theme.
Well, I think too sometimes we have these goals that are so big we'd never be able to accomplish them in 1 year maybe.
Yeah.
But having the theme makes it so that you can adjust to new things that come your way, because I think that happens sometimes. You're like, oh, I'm going to do this year, but then it absolutely does not make any sense at all.
To do it that year. Yeah.
But I think I just start off. I think we all decided what themes we want to do, and I think for my theme this year is going to be new beginnings. Is my theme, because I think that at least for the channel, for different types of goals, and this year I feel like it's going to be a year of new beginnings. I know we're planning on doing a song a month for me, that's a new beginning. And honestly, we've been doing music for years, but this is kind of another stage of it for me to be. And Dad, you too, me and us, me and us.
Me and us.
We are gonna
Us
be
and them and them
us
others
and
of
them.
us.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna be doing that music together, which is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
we
probably
are.
pull
So-
Shay in a time or two.
Oh,
too,
I'm
and-
sure we will. And
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe Bryson
Yeah,
will come out, or someone's other folks
Learn
too.
how to
So.
play that nose flute. I'm just excited. It's going to be.
You joke, but I could find something to work.
had a
I
nose
could do
flute.
it.
I had a nose flute.
I could write a song all around a nose flute.
Yeah, you could.
That's a lot of nose puns, and I'm telling you.
I think Dad also should. He needs to include a trumpet in country music.
yeah.
Is that possible?
Oh yeah.
Maybe a flugelhorn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. You have a bunch of other instruments, but you just recently got a
Stylophone.
Stylophone.
Yes, the old
I was listening to that the other day because I was just kind of playing on it a little bit. I was like, you know what that really sounds like? It sounds like a saxophone,
Oh yeah.
but electronic.
Oh, an electronic saxophone.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, so what are your guys' themes? Bryce, do you want to go next?
Yes. Let's see. What was my theme? No,
The next task, remembering your theme.
Remembering the theme. No. I think mine was creation, because there's a lot of things I want to
like that.
create this year. So pretty excited. Updating the website, revamping it, recreating it. It's something I want to do, so it's on the bucket list of this year. So, yeah, that and many other things.
Yeah, you got lots of things rolling around your head that you want to create. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. I like that one. Do you want to go next, Dad? I'm going down the line.
What was mine?
I don't know.
I know what it is.
What is it?
And I don't know how to say this, like, other than
Is it to
it's
improve my
relaxing.
memory?
Remember, it was kind of like a
okay, I
not
remember what it
okay,
was.
okay.
Did some of that this morning.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Out by the water tower, I was just kind of looking out and looking at the grass and going, I remember days when I would spend hours just kind of looking at grass and trees and, oh, look, blue sky. It's like euphoric. Whoa, look at all this cool stuff. And I haven't done any of that. And it's always been go, 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 move forward, which is one of my big things, right? But sometimes you just need to move forward slower. So I want to take more moments to move forward slower than at a pace that is sometimes a little too much. I think get a little tired, pushy. You guys don't like me,
What? No.
When I get all pushy. So I need to move forward slower.
Smell the roses.
Yes,
Smell the roses.
I don't like roses. Those are weeds. But sorry for all you rose enthusiasts out there. To me, rose has always been, dang, another weed.
I think that's Garen and Ellie's next daughter's name.
No, it's
Oh no!
but nice going. Dag nabbit. It's
I'm
not.
gonna have to like roses.
No, it's
Roses are nice and they're smelly.
They're smelly.
So. But no, just take some more time to slow down. It'd take you a little bit more time to actually do that. So it's been fun.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom, what's yours?
well, mine is kind of silly, but
No, it's not.
mine is winning because I look at it like this. We were in 2020. Oh, she's getting down. She's going down. Okay.
Luna's been on Mom's lap all this time.
She's been a little
She's had
needy
a
today.
Yeah, she's had a I want Mom today day.
So, because in 2020 it was 2020 vision,
Yeah.
and then in 2021, at the end of the year, we're going to say we won somehow.
Yeah.
And so it's winning. So this
all
year
about
is-
the winning.
Yes. So at the end of the year, we can say it's 2021.
I love it. I love it.
Perfect.
I really like that one. So it's the year of winning.
It's the year winning.
You're winning.
I love it.
I like that.
I love it. Okay, so creation, new beginnings.
You didn't even know what to
You
call
don't know what to
mine.
call yours. Stop and smell the not roses because you're not a fan. And winning.
Negative.
Slowing down or
Slowing down.
Take
enjoying.
some time to
yeah.
look at grass and trees and just go, oh, that's new.
Would you
know.
like the
Meditation?
5-minute vacation?
No,
or
I don't want to
something,
sit there and meditate. I just there were times in my
You appreciate
growing up time, I just there were times
Appreciation.
I just look at stuff and go, oh, look at the way that tree is. That's so
Appreciation?
cool. And the shape, and just slow down.
Relaxing observation.
Yeah. Oh, I've always got to be moving forward.
Oh yeah.
It'll be I can make a guitar out of that. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to concise it into something,
I
and
had
it's
no
not.
idea.
It's difficult. It's a broad.
We'll
it's a
make up
broad
a-
stroke.
We'll
It's
make
good.
up a new term at some point.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's perfect. I love it. I love it.
I'll be thinking.
So,
And Mom's is winning.
and Mom's
Winning.
is winning.
Yep.
I love it. All good things for 2021. And what are yours? Let us know what if you're going to do a theme or if you got some resolutions, because I know we got some goals and stuff that we want to do for this
Actually,
year.
I would love to hear somebody who's actually finished a resolution and resolved and actually did it. Wouldn't that be cool?
You know,
Oh, yeah.
the video that we have in the link in the description, that video shows New Year's resolutions, and it goes something like this. The chart goes like most people go really high, and then it just goes like that's like the average resolution.
That's why when
of
I hear
someone.
somebody who's actually resolved to do something and then did it. So
Yeah, that would be super cool. Let us
Yeah,
know
it would be.
if you.
It would be really cool.
Yeah, because that's super awesome.
I'd like to grow more hair, but it's just not possible.
I don't know. I feel like more hair is sprouting. I got
I
faith.
do. Yeah, I, think
I
you
got
have
faith
more
for the
hair
top
up
of your
there.
head. I
wait,
root
guys
it on
ready?
every time I look.
Are you ready? It's a visual thing, so if you're just listening, you're not going to see this, but it's going to be.
He did the hair whipping, the flick, the hair flick.
Hair back and forth.
Okay, so this week on the Weekly Peak, we had a couple of different subjects as per usual. This is delay so that I can try to remember what we did. But let's see, we worked on the bottom wall. And we also, and Garen and Ellie put in the rest of their floor, was it? That they did? Oh, no, it was the cabinet
Yeah.
that they did.
Yes, they got that cabinet that they cut down.
We did floors
Yeah,
last week.
very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a floor week. You guys came together and had a floor. You floored us.
There's a flooring activity.
I know it's so odd, they're doing stuff at their place and we're doing stuff at our place and we're not really coordinating.
No.
But, we just,
just
put our
happens.
footage together and it was like, oh, we did the same thing.
We're having a floor week.
How
Let's do it.
exciting! We didn't even talk to each other about it.
It was great. It was great. Let me refresh our memories because it was a few days ago that you might have seen the video or longer. I don't know. It depends on when you're watching. But we had these fun little hummingbird and it was actually woodpecker
Woodpecker or
scenes.
cactus wren?
That was a woodpecker.
Woodpecker, okay.
Yeah, and those and they were like fighting over the little hummingbird feeders that are out there, which was kind of fun.
Still
We had
are.
this- yeah, no, they were at it this morning. I'm like, oh, there they are. As I was walking past, but so we had these fun little scenes between them that were fun to pick music for and everything. Anyway, so authentically, Kahil asks, does anyone know what that bird is that's sharing the feeders with the hummingbird? And that would be a
Yeah,
woodpecker.
that's a woodpecker. Yeah.
Okay, and now for
Southwestern.
Despite their
Yeah.
name, they
Okay.
apparently also like what hummingbirds like. Apparently.
sweet
Maybe
who
that-
doesn't like sweets
know,
though? Let's be real here.
maybe that's why the woodpeckers peck trees and stuff. It's to get the sap out of the tree, maybe.
Yeah, maybe they're getting the sweet stuff.
Yeah, maybe they're getting the
They're looking
sweet
for
sap.
bugs, aren't they?
Are they bug
I
eaters?
think they're bug eaters.
Oh.
Well, they happen to be sweet eaters too. Got a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
At least ours does.
They're like,
They
I'm
only
so
like-
tired of sawdust.
They only like
Give me
sweet
some
bugs.
sugar water.
They only like sweet bugs.
Okay, so now
And it's not mesquite flavored. Ah.
Well, you know that hummingbird is really smart though. He's always
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's two of them. And I bought another one now that's kind of a roundish blue one, and I'm going to put that by another window, so we'll be sure to get the hummingbird.
right
fed,
on.
'cause-
Okay, so now for a specific. Somebody had a specific, and I thought we'd say too. Trevor Leonard says that bigger bird is the world's loudest woodpecker, the northern flicker. They are migratory and come down from here in Canada. Orange and yellow shafted varieties, and then love the progress. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you too.
Cool.
But the northern flicker,
Oh, that's what
world's
it's called.
loudest
Flicker.
one. You know, I've never
Interesting.
heard it.
He's loud. Oh,
I've
I'll
never
have to
heard it,
listen
so I was-
more. He does have a yellow. There is yellow on
Yeah.
him.
Had loud because he pecks makes the noise loud, or just that he.
Oh, or
Chirps
is his
loud?
voice? Yeah, good
You know,
point.
there has been somebody pecking on my my building somewhere.
It's
I wonder
probably
if
him.
that's him.
I think it is because I did see him kind of pecking on the house too, and I'm thinking I don't know if that's so good.
It doesn't seem real good.
Oh, you know what? If he's getting
For
the
the
bugs,
structure.
though, I mean, maybe.
Wait a
it's not bad
second.
thing.
No, he's a pest, though, isn't he? At that point, if he's ruining something we put up.
I've looked around. I didn't see anything. He was
Those are
probably
really
just
cool holes you
testing
have.
it.
Yeah, it's organic. We let the birds just make homes in them.
It's for airflow.
We did that on purpose.
We did that on purpose. It looks a lot like a bird.
I had a hole that I got into my room. You know, I have you know how we build our buildings. We have the wood that goes on top of between the bags. We have the bag wall, and then the wood goes on
Yeah.
top, and then the bags kind of fill in between
Yes.
it. Well, some creature had dug through the bags and went into the wood, and was up in my ceiling. Making gnawing noises, and I couldn't
Probably
believe
a
it.
mouse or
something?
Yeah, I think it was a mouse. And I thought I was so smart. I took a trap and I taped it to the wall
Yeah.
right at the beginning of that entrance. And sure enough, I did get him, but
Then did you plug the hole?
not yet.
Oh,
No, it's brother,
Hey, you
brothers
kind of
and
reminded me of that when
It's
you
whole
said
family's
pests and
moving
holes,
in
and I
now.
was thinking, I have a hole in my house actually that I need to. But well, I'll take some spray foam and go.
there you go.
Right on.
But
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of
Okay.
interesting? I didn't think they would. Like, how did they even know to dig a hole right there?
Well, you
I
know,
didn't even know.
stuff out here, animals and insects and everything, I think out in the desert, they're just extra read all about it, aren't they? They're a little bit...
They probably
They're a
have their
little
own
over the
internet and their own Facebook and talk to each other.
They're just hard workers, man.
Instead of Twitter, they call it something else.
You know, the desert
Like
is
human
harder
cube.
to survive in some ways because there's
Communication.
not much water, so not much food. So all the animals are
Resilient.
just more resilient, so they're more resourceful, I guess.
Now,
I
that
don't
being
know.
said, I think mice find their way into everything at some point in life, but...
Yeah, they probably
Okay.
do. Except
Anyway.
the chicken pen with a bucket. Which they do find
Some of you
themselves in there.
remember those episodes.
Okay, so Wawatisi says, what is preventing the paint inside the bottles from dry chipping over time? Just curious if that is a concern. The idea, hopefully, is that they won't chip when they're in there. But it's all an experiment, and we make sure to
Yeah.
preface because we have no idea what's going to prevent them. And it's not like we're going to crack the wall back open to stick some more paint in there. We'll just kind of see what happens.
Actually,
We could paint the outside on the inside.
oh, I
That's
have
kind
a
of the-
really clever idea.
Let the glass still be
That's
on
kind of
outside.
that's what I thought. Backup plan, we'll just paint the outside if it's like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of chipping going on. There.
Another backup plan to that backup plan is you can actually get a hole saw bit that drills into glass. Really, you can get it, and they work pretty well. You just have to have water on them. We drill a bunch of tiny holes, and then we fill them with colored sand.
It is quite interesting. I
Glass
don't know.
back on.
I don't know about you guys, but don't you hate going back to projects? That,
Oh, it is
it's
so
like you want
frustrating.
to walk away and
not fun.
and
It's a
not,
bummer.
you know.
Yeah, so I feel like we're slapping it up.
You know,
The only time we'll have to go back to it is little maintenances that'll happen over time. Just like with
Another-
anything, we'll fill in any chips or cracks or whatever that occur
So-
over time.
Yeah.
And then if there's so much chipping going on inside the bottle, then we'll figure that out if we
Yeah,
get
if you can see through it, we'll have to do
That's what we'll have
something.
to- but I don't
Otherwise,
think-
it'll just look like
It'll
it
just
looks.
be natural. That's just the way it goes, I think.
and on that thinking process too, most of those have lids on them, and they're covered in cement. So any fumigation, or I don't know if that's if that's a word, but any
is now.
fumes that come off the paint when it's dry, because some of it we put in a little bit wetter than normal, that should actually stay in the bottle. So technically, that paint shouldn't dry out like normal. I think it would take a lot longer for that paint to dry out than it normally would. And I think drying out is what causes the flaking.
Some of them I don't have lids on though because I didn't have them.
But there's still cement around it.
Yeah, there's cement and tape.
The plan is just see.
We could just tear down the wall to that point and replace them.
Oh, that sounds
perfect.
fun.
Yeah. And the other thing is,
fun.
we should have just made them a bunch of ecospheres, and a bunch of algae would grow in them, and we'd have a bunch of green.
You have wanted to do that for the longest
Put
time.
a live ecosphere in the wall. So much fun. It would just look dead all the time once it died, but maybe it wouldn't die. I mean, you never know.
It is.
Just be very fascinating to try that.
So sorry to go back to the hummingbird thing, but I missed a comment by Charles C. II says, where did y'all get the cool green bottle hummingbird feeder? Do you remember where you got that? The one with the green bottle on it?
It was just at the local store, just at the... I don't think we went far. I think my mom got that one for us. And it's actually blue. Did it come out green on the video? It might have looked more green, but it was actually blue.
No. It's
green. This is the green
Charles
one.
said green.
So you have your blue one, that's a square one. This is the round green one that's over on the
right
side.
as you're looking out.
On the right.
Do you remember where that one came from?
That's an actual feeder? I'm sorry. Is it a hummingbird feeder?
Yeah, the hummingbird feeder.
I have a blue one and I have a clear one.
It's the Coke bottle. I think it's a Coke bottle.
Yeah, it looks like a Coke bottle.
Screwed onto
yeah, I don't know. I've had that for years. I think I picked it up at a garage sale. That one I don't know where I got.
You probably could
Is that
just
the one you're
take
talking about?
I think it might be. Maybe our coloring or something made it look a different color or something.
Bottom line, we have no idea.
We have no idea. This stuff just appears. Oh yeah, okay.
That's new.
So this is kind of more of a technical question here. Chase Brown asks, is it cheaper to do Earthbag walls or just build normal walls? Which is cheaper?
When you're speccing out a house, it could be $100 a square foot to build something. You're looking at maybe 50 cents a foot, lineal foot of bag material. If you have dirt on your property and then whatever cements you use for your cladding or the outside and inside, it's way cheaper to do an Earthbag structure.
For at least the walls.
Yeah.
I mean, if
the
you
roof
wanted to
gets
do
expensive,
a roof,
but that's the same amount. You'd pay the same amount for that roof as you would if I went to your house and built one on sticks.
That's true.
Yeah, we find because of all the lumber that we have to purchase, it gets quite spendy on those.
It's the most expensive part of the house is the roof.
Yeah. Now, if we did them like the way the original designer of these, it would be more like a bumblebee size.
Yeah, it'd be more conical.
But you love roofs, so that was part of what you wanted to do is to do the.
We already had a fail with one of those type of conical roofs.
Yeah, we could have figured it out. But
but still, now I don't want to go back.
I
like building the roofs.
Well,
anyway.
you like the roofs, and we like the roofs. So.
The roofs are nice like that.
Well, and you have a history. We have a history and all that too. I mean, it's a skill you have. You might as well be using it.
Yeah,
I don't
want to forget it.
You enjoy it. I mean, it's not just a thing.
And if you did do a cone roof, though, one thing's for sure, you probably would not have very many leaks. Like you would with a normal wood roof.
Yeah, and it would be a lot less expensive.
And it looks
a lot less.
Yeah. Well, you have to be okay with the looks. It has to fit into your
style.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I've seen a few that I like. There's people that
they look like little hobbit houses. They're cute.
And even I like the roofs probably better if I was to compare it. But I've seen ones that I'm like, that's cute. It's creative. So it's kind of whatever the taste is. That's what it should be. Everybody's home. Yeah.
Well,
it could be. I mean,
unique
could be,
to who. It's unique to.
I mean, pretty soon we'll be replaced by 3D printers, but it's okay.
Already are.
They already are. Buildings are already going. What's that
up
mansion that got built?
He built it in a week.
Built it in like a week with a 3D printer.
How long did this take? A week with one person. This is massive mansion. Anyway, okay. So this is another Earthbag question here by Kim Brundage. Says, how many years do dirt
we've had
bags
ours
last?
up about 10 years, 15 years now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a material that could be here for a really, really
dirt lasts a long time.
It's like Adobe. It'd be very similar to Adobe. And then when you have those bags, you probably know too, plastic deteriorates like crazy out in the sun. Yeah. But if you put it under dirt, I don't know that it even breaks down. It just stays forever.
It has an atomic life of like 10 billion years.
And I remember when we first put the building up in a Breeze building, those several years ago, we had a comment that, that's just, why would you do that? You could just punch your hand right through the wall. I thought, oh my goodness, if you only knew how strong.
Just as a frame of reference, they often use these as barriers. Like the Navy, I believe, used one to stop the railgun projectile. I don't know if you've seen the Navy's railgun, but it's a very fast projectile, and they use, the end of that is
even in the military, in the military, they will use sandbags for protection. They'll set behind them
because they're tough. You can't move them. Like cars can. I mean, that's why
And have you seen any videos of them taking down an old Earthbag? It is a enormous feat. You need a machinery to just knock. It's very strong.
We had just a little one out in the backyard, and we wanted to take it down. That was so hard, and it was only like 2 feet tall. We're like, what the heck?
It was our little test.
It solidifies in there.
It was a test.
It was a test. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was so hard to remember.
And we thought we'd just push it over. We had to take each layer off, each barbs. It was.
And even then, it took prying and busting.
Remember all the work it took to get the cabin, and we had to redo that a little bit.
Yeah,
it was a lot of work. So
but that was Garen and Ellie, who are amazing.
Yes.
Because
they're strong. I can see them lasting for a really long time, especially if you're maintaining the stucco or whatever you're using on the inside and outside. If you're maintaining that to keep the plastic from breaking down and weather from eating in and corroding.
Well, how often do you have to re-stucco a house that's stick built? Not very often. I mean, I don't remember seeing that very often. So stucco is a good material that we use.
I was thinking what would be kind of interesting is on the interior of your walls, you line tinfoil in the interior, and so whenever you walk into your room, your phone shuts off.
Faraday cage.
Because no signals are allowed in and out. It'd be really good.
Yeah, now back to this too, Bree and Garen's rooms, because we didn't add cement to our stucco mixture. Well, actually, it's not stucco, I don't think, if you don't have cement in it. But we started once we started on Bryson's building, then we started with stucco, and those now have really no maintenance. We've had no maintenance on those, but we're going to have to go back and fix some things on
Bree's. Front of the house is that way too.
Yeah. We have, wherever we went with just cob, we are having to go back and repatch after a while. So we're not going to do that anymore. Everything else
has been like 10 years. It's stood. It's gone for a good chunk of time. It's just the maintenance is not 20 years.
How hard is it to make more? How hard is it to make stucco mixtures? It's pretty easy.
It's easy.
More dirt, cement, and sand, and you're on your way.
Yeah. It's just nice when you make them or when you build them to walk away and not have to
come back. That's the goal. Don't come back.
So that's why we're doing them all in stucco now. And we'll do the same thing on our outdoor walls here.
For sure.
It was in the 80s when these were being first built, late 70s, early 80s, when Khalil, what's his last name? Maybe that's his last name, from Cal Earth, actually developed what you see today as the continuous Earthbag systems. So it was a big plan to have these put on spaceships and taken to Mars, and they were going to build these type of structures on Mars.
Oh yeah, using moon dirt.
Moon dirt.
Yes.
Well,
and on
not
the moon
Mars
as well.
dirt, probably.
Mars dirt.
They could have stopped by, picked up some dirt.
Oh,
from
I'm
the
sorry.
Close.
Mars dirt. Okay.
Yeah, but then going to Mars and actually building it was just he was commissioned to engineer this, and he found it really cool, and now started, of course he's not with us anymore, but he started his own company, he got things going and gave us all the idea, and he's kind of the father of the modern day Earthbag systems.
Speaking about dust, okay, they were on the moon for a while, right? They'd collected all this dust on their suits. Well, they didn't have a vacuum system to clean their suits before they got into the ship again. So they just kind of got in, and then when they got into space, all that dust that was on the floor and on the gravity just went whoosh, and it floated through. Apparently it got in their noses, it got everywhere. Moon dust just got everywhere in the capsule because it was just loose. There was nothing to hold it.
Oops.
Think about that plan.
Don Barden asks, when is your... This is not us, of course. This is Garen and Ellie. To Garen and Ellie.
Oh.
When is your baby due? My new grandchild is due in May. Well, congratulations on your grandkid coming in May. Garen and Ellie's baby are due in March, which is super exciting because no one else has had a birthday in March. I've been alone. I've been alone in March.
Oh,
and now I get a birthday buddy, which is super exciting.
Yeah.
So I think it's the end.
And
of
her
March.
name is not Rose.
No,
it will not be Rose.
No, I think they're considering several, but they're all really cute. Lucinda Pick said, "Any chance the puzzles will be a part of your merch?" And I don't know, because the company that we go through doesn't have puzzles, and they make it so easy to produce weekly. They're the reason we can produce somewhat. We can take breaks, but weekly designs, new designs. We don't have to. It's all drop ships. So we don't have to print and keep anything in a warehouse or any of that kind of thing. But I think in the future, in very near future, we're going to be producing some of our own products to be able to sell, and I think
puzzles just very well might be one of them.
Yeah, it might be if we can figure out how to do it.
Spreadshirt might have puzzles at some point too. They're always adding new merch.
They just recently added like puzzle or posters and stuff like. They have new things. They're constantly
I have to say
adding
something on that too, because I didn't realize we didn't start the puzzle until everybody got there and we started doing it, and there was no way we were going to get it done. And so I called my mom the next day and I'm like, "Mom, what size puzzle did we get last year?" And she said 500. So we had 1,000 piece. So we should have done next year. We'll go back to the 500. I just couldn't remember what we did the year before.
I couldn't either. I thought it was 1,000.
Yeah. By the way, we are still working on those puzzles.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're probably going to go into tomorrow. I mean, at this point, they're very tough.
We challenged ourselves good.
We did.
But we're probably going to frame them and put them in here when we're done, because I don't know if we'll ever do them again.
No. You don't want. Let's think about this. You don't want Azalea going, let's do a puzzle, and then she pulls that one out. It'd be like that. You know those movies? That's what it would be like, because they're so hard.
Everybody goes dead silent.
Yeah.
I think
we thought about giving them away, but no way would we do that to anyone. So I think we'll frame them and put them on the wall.
Make them a decoration.
Yeah, we'll make them a decoration.
Yeah, I think what we need to do is put resin on the back of them, so the puzzle piece is just stuck together. It will never be taken apart again, just to ensure.
So no future person can shoot themselves unbeknownst to them in the foot.
Next week,
maybe
guitars.
Prepare yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, we got
2,000 volts and a piece of wood. No, just joking.
We are
Or
really
am I?
excited.
Okay, you need to be.
That's great.
Okay, we can wrap it up now.
All right. Well, we really appreciate you hanging out with us. Please let us know what your theme or your New Year's resolutions are for 2021, or ones that you've completed, things that you're proud of. We would absolutely love to hear from you. We are working on, Mom is, and Dad too, a little bit, are working on a new series we've talked about in the past as well, video creation tips and tricks that we've learned along our YouTube journey, and we would like to take some time, Mom, give her some time to produce those shows and that book or pamphlet or whatever you end up writing, and
Encyclopedia.
Yeah, so we aren't going to do, at least for January, we're not going to do Wednesday videos. We're going to take that time and invest it into that new series that we're doing. But there will be, of course, our podcasts and our Friday videos. But we figure January is a great time to just start new things. It's a year of new beginnings.
New beginnings.
So we're going to take January
stuff.
to do that for Wednesdays, and then
We'll
it'll go back to that.
We may have a
schedule.
few Wednesday things if we can get some music done. Once a month.
We will, at the end of this month, we will have a Wednesday.
Yeah, there'll be a Wednesday now and then, but not on a regular basis.
Not on a regular basis, just until we can get that series out the door.
Yep.
So, and then we'll reevaluate, because we like having a Wednesday video.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you so much for being with us, for being a part of our family, and we look forward to 2021.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.